Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. This is Production Line. In the last episode, we did our very best to make a pretty nice car, which is pretty awesome actually. And we managed to sell a bunch of them to great avail. But we did manage. We did indeed manage. And now it's just a case of refining this concept so that we're really maximizing our ability to make money. That's really what it's all about. Raw materials, capital investment. I'm just sort of looking at our expenses because I want to make sure that we are making more than we're putting out. So for example, we need to make certain that it's not so, the capital investment, this whole, we spent 342k on a bunch of machinery and shit and all of that nonsense. Like if we look at all time, I'm sure that capital investment would make up 342k, a hell of a lot of money, right? Component purchase as well. But what we want to make sure is that our profit is higher than the amount that we are putting into the car, right? That's like economics 101, I suppose. We want to make sure that we're actually creating value. We're creating valuable cars that are actually worth a damn. And I'm pretty certain that is going to be the case. Apparently, the cars are going remarkably fast. The cars are really not in the showroom for very long, which is rather great. So I guess when it says export, it puts them on the showroom floor, and then they stay in the showroom after they've been exported, and then it goes, just like that. Okay, well that's interesting. So this car still hasn't gone yet. Okay, I hope people decide that our car is actually valuable and worth it. But apparently they are. So maybe we bump the price of this a little bit. Let's bump it up to, yeah. It's a common car. The availability is still rather high. Let's see if we can make a little bit more money on it. A 5% premium is not bad at all. But my goodness, I'm unbelievably happy that this ended up working. This ended up working absolutely perfectly. Like, this whole factory is really good. There is obviously a lot of room to go. There's a lot of room to grow as well. But for now, my God, look at it. We're doing it. We're actually like making a car consistently, which is really nice actually. Really nice indeed. And for the most part, I think almost everything is running. Like if we have a little zoom out, little overview, yeah, pretty much everything is running. I mean, bar maybe the fit electronics and the quality control, but they only, they take no time at all. So yeah, it's gonna be a real test to see if our 60, well, apparently they are. Apparently our cars that are super valuable, I say super valuable, are going rather fast. So fingers crossed we continue to make a bit of money from them. Now, research-wise, we want to make sure that our research is actually worthwhile, and we can actually, use our research to build something. So that's something that we want to do. We also are probably going to want to add a sedan car into here. The sedan cars, I think it's a very similar process in order for this whole thing to work. Like, I think it'll just build one sedan car and then it'll build one compact car. And the process that it needs to go through in the fit body stage, I think, is very similar. Like, if it's not exactly, I think it's almost exactly the same, right? I mean, that's just my guess. We're also going to put a 5% premium on the sedan because we can. Now, let's look at some of the areas where we could really make an optimization. For the fit body, you are just waiting for the next vehicle a significant period of time. You are waiting for resources a significant period of the time, and you're waiting for a vehicle a significant period of the time. Honestly, we could probably do with maybe getting another one of these, a chassis assembly. That might not be the worst idea in the world. And considering our efficiency is being pushed down, I'm not exactly happy with that. Maybe we do need another chassis building center. I think that that's probably going to be our next purchase, actually. Let's get another chassis assembly area. Now, the annoying thing is that this is one of the biggest, most annoying thing to create, but that's just honestly the price that we have to pay, I suppose. Let's connect you up here. Insufficient resources, at least that's the case for now. The real issue that we're going to have to address is the whole waiting for resources, because the waiting for resources part can be mediated, or should I say, not mediated, shrunk by the whole supply stockpile features. So that's something else that we need to keep in mind. Also, I'm going to get another research office. I feel that I fucking want another research office. Just build me another research office, please. Thank you. Thank you and please. A new loan is available from the bank. Yeah, don't remind me. Do you know how unbelievably difficult it is for car manufacturers in this day and age to turn a profit? Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. But now we should pretty much have a constant ongoing production. We might see... Oh, achievements. Don't really care about that. Thank you. Oh, there we go. We might see a slight little uptake in efficiency. We just want this big blue blob to be as big as it possibly can be. Consumption per hour of components. We should try and stockpile a bunch of this stuff, but I will deal with that at a later date. Yeah, so above 60% efficiency right now. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Although that's a good baseline. I feel that there's a lot to be improved upon. There's a lot to be improved upon. Part of the aspect is definitely going to be like the delivery of resources, but for now I think we're okay just to sort of let that slide. Honestly, I think I'm going to increase my car prices by about 10%, because I honestly think that we can make a hell of a lot more money than we're currently making, especially given the amount of stuff that we've actually got. Also, is there any way that we can actually get some efficiency upgrades? Because I feel that as much as it's nice to get a bunch of new stuff like that, is there maybe just like general improved efficiency upgrades? What will this even give me? Faster drying? Dry finish? I mean, that's... Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's... Can we research you instead? Do we lose our progress on like the top one? We don't actually lose our progress, so that's fine. Let's just refocus our efforts to all of this improved stuff. It's only 400 points, so that's kind of nice. And it'll give us access to faster conveyor, faster resources. No, I want faster drying, which is annoying because it costs 1,700 research points. But you know, the world that we live in is a cruel place. You know, we gotta make do with what we've got. In fact, you can just be constantly building sedans now. Actually, yeah, you build sedans and you build like entirely compacts. Yeah, that's a good trade. I mean, we might as well, right? We might as well change up our cars a little bit. Is the asking price too much? I guess we'll have to wait and see to see if this car actually disappears from our showroom. The asking... No, apparently it's not. Apparently the asking price of 20% premium or whatever it is that we put on it, 15%, is not too much to ask. So, there you go. There you bloody well go. Almost 60% efficiency at the moment. As I say, it's just the whole waiting for cars that we've got. It actually might be worth us like getting a little bit of a backlog, because... Especially down here, I think that the fact that we've introduced a second chassis assembly machine, I think that will introduce sort of like a natural backlog. And especially when we get that paint speed up resource, I think that'll actually really, really speed things up as well. So that will indeed help us out greatly. Do I want to get more research? I actually think I kind of want to get more research. Unless we want to like pay off a bank loan, because we've got a bunch of bank loans that... outstanding debt, outstanding amount is a bunch of money. There is a very high interest rate on this one. I don't even know if I can actually repay it early. That might be something to consider. Component purchase is now a major expense for us, so that's okay, right? Because we're directly turning those components into value. So what I would like to know is there like a like an area where I can see profit. Our profit is still negative. Our profit has been positive on a couple of little spikes, a couple of little occasions, but that's it really. What I would like to know is there like a place where I can see how much it costs each car to make and how much we're generating from each car, because I think that might actually be a good thing to note. Let's go and get some more. I'm gonna get 2 more research offices. Competitors research. The pop-up at the bottom of the screen has done some research. Sunroof. No. Oh no. No, not the dreaded sunroof. Okay. Let's just go like completely wild on research, okay? We're gonna go like all in on this. And I know it actually does cost us money to run like the research department and whatnot, but like we need research. We absolutely do need research, and the faster that we can get it done, the better as far as I'm concerned. So let's make sure that we're all researching as best we possibly can. Yay, yay, yay. Also, this little power meter at the top I sort of alluded to in the last episode. I don't think it's really a feature right now, but I'm sure it will become a feature in the future. Also, it's nice to see that a little bit of backlog is going on. I imagine that these fit body machines are now pretty much running at a very, very high efficiency, since they should almost never be, you know, waiting for a vehicle. So that's actually really, really nice. That's really, really nice indeed. Also, let's try something. Let's try something here. Let's try a supply stockpile. Let's put the supply stockpile down over yonder. Copy from slot. Let's copy from the fit body slot. Okay? And let's see if we can keep extra stuff in that area. Let's see if this is, you know, kind of what we need. And fingers crossed it should just be stored in this area. Except if it's connected, of course. Duh. Rival companies have researched electric windows. Oh, no, no, not electric windows. Say it ain't so. Yep, so this is going to store a bunch of resources that are going to be used to deliver. In fact, you know what? Could we just, like, bump this up? Could we, like... Yeah. I mean, we're going to be getting it all anyway, so... Do we need, like, another supply? Fit body. Yep, let's get that there. Perfect. Yeah, okay, so let's say that the body is a big issue. I mean, paint is also an issue, but paint's issue is less than the fit body. Like, fit body is a significant chunk of you know, the whole waiting for resources thing is pretty deadly. Hey, great. Let's get faster drying on the paint. Might seem like a little bit of a frivolous expense at this rate. We've got 2 cars on sale, though, so that's fine. But we'll see. We'll see how our expenses hold up. I'm not convinced that it's actually going to work completely well, although you've got to bear in mind that now we've set up this whole stockpile thing. That, I mean, it doesn't actually have an effect on our bottom line, but it does have an effect on our cash flow, because it now means that we've got more resources tied up in, you know, in stock on the floor, which is not a big deal per se, but it does mean that we actually have, like, you know, maybe like 100 grand less cash because we've got just, you know, 2 stockpiles full of resources or whatever. So we've got to keep that in mind. But honestly, no, that's looking pretty good. Like, I imagine our efficiency's pretty damned high now, actually, and our waiting for resources issue should be, I mean, it was never really an issue to begin with, but where it was an issue, it should be much less of an issue now, actually, I think. Yeah, paint still an issue, of course, but again, the waiting for resources over here is not an issue at all, and the car is just straight in there. Wow, that is really, really good. Yeah, and as soon as we get faster drying as well, that's going to be even better. Even better. Honestly, very, very happy with the way that this is going. Our showroom is apparently doing fantastically, actually. we are holding slightly more cars than I would like, but it's not bad. We're doing not too badly. Like, there's nothing to complain about, right? Like, I mean, we're pretty rich. We're pretty rich, that's for sure, but I really don't care about the fact that the export has to wait for another vehicle. That's not something that's really registering on my I really care scale. Fitting an engine is also something that I think is something that we're going to have to address, but definitely first the paint. Like 100% it's got to be the paint, and then it's probably the fit body. Like, is there something, is the fit body something that we can actually address? Fit front bumper, fit rear arch. I think that's all done in like the body stage, right? Hood, trunk, trim, door panel, rear bumper, yeah, rear arch. Okay, so we want to get the faster paint, and then we want to get the more robots, so that we're speeding up the fit body nonsense. And potentially after that, I'm thinking that maybe we try and get some new tech and maybe design a fancier car. That might be something that we're interested in doing. If we have a little look at our profit graph, you can see that we're basically breaking even at the moment, which is honestly not great. Like, it's honestly not very good if we're just breaking even. Can we put the price of our cars up a little bit more? I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm, being a little bit greedy here. But if the cars are selling, then why the fuck not? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How on earth do I build a new car? That's the question. I don't know, Potato's car? It's pretty shitty, you know? I can't delete the car model, so it's here forever. Yay. Yeah, no, I don't understand how to build new car models. That's something that I'm gonna have to address at some point, obviously, because I feel that might become a rather core component of this game, but that's okay. Is this car gonna sell? This car is only this car is the old pricing model, so the new pricing model will be adopted from soonish. This is just working. Like, it's just working. Our cash is slowly but surely going up. And that's a bloody good sign, if you ask me. That's a bloody good sign. So you take 22 minutes and you take 14 minutes. Yeah, okay. We actually might need to get another fit engine bay if we get this faster paint, because I'm not actually sure how long this faster paint is gonna speed things, or how fast it's gonna speed things up by, should I say. That might be something to take note of. Yeah, but I imagine that one of our, our most significant expense right now, I mean, we can literally go and have a look at it. I imagine that research must be quite a wages science. Why'd you call it research up there and then science down here? Apparently that's not a big component of our expenses at all, so I'm completely speaking out of my ass right now. It's all about component purchase, which is fine, I guess. Is there any way that we can like make components? Make steel sheets. Yeah, okay, so this is apparently what we're going to be getting into doing. Power plants. Oh, goody. Apparently, we're going to eventually start manufacturing our own steel and start making these materials ourselves. So, basically we end up buying the raw materials, and turning it into the components ourselves, rather than just buying a shit ton of components, which is, it's fine, I guess, but hey-ho. Debt interest is a pretty significant chunk. Power purchase is another annoying one, but apparently we'll be able to deal with that at a later date. Power plant efficiency. Power production. It's cost 750 research points. That's not too bad, considering we are buying a thingy that costs 1,750, but we've already talked about our process. It's going to be here, faster drying, up to more robots, and then maybe after that, power production. I'm feeling that vibe right now, I'm feeling that is the the correct move to make. Maybe I'm feeling wrong, but maybe I'm feeling oh so right. Also, we are definitely going to need more fit engine bays. Like 100, like we already need more. I can already categorically tell you we need more right now. Especially when we get this faster paint, like it's just going to become an absolute necessity. Got 2 cars in the showroom floor, just down to 1. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. These are still selling at the older price. Like, why is that the... Did these just become, like, cheaper or something? Or did I... Was I just imagining that I put it at a higher price? I don't know. Maybe I just imagined that I put the cars at a higher price, but it doesn't particularly matter because we are making money slowly but surely. It is actually okay. Like, our profit is not bad. It says the last hour or so was negative profit, but I mean, it's not terrible. No, not terrible. We'll see. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. This has been Production Line. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.